Hi, this is Bev at Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy, and I'm going to spend a few minutes putting together a little piece of ephemera with an accordion section of pockets that just opens up. This is sealed with Velcro, just opens up, and you've got your little accordion pockets that you can put little tags or tucks or whatever you like in and attach it to your book with a paper clip or put it into a side tuck or a pocket. So I'm just going to put this together real quick with you and show you how it's done. In this case, you can do them any sizes, all different sizes. In this case, I'm going to do a 3-inch by 9-inch piece of cardstock for my cover, and I'm going to fold it to fit pages similar to this one. So I'm going to fold it at about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at around 4 inches up from the bottom. I'm not measuring it. I'm just going to eyeball it, get it close. I want to leave a little bit for a flap at the top. Just fold that down like that. So I've got about a 4-inch fold. And now I'm going to come across the bottom. If you have a scoreboard, this is really helpful. And I'll show you why. So we need to have a little gusset at the bottom to hold these accordion pages. And the one fold will not give it the strength that you want. Let me show you what the gusset is when I tell you gusset. It's about 1/4 of an inch on the bottom that lays flat, and that gives your accordion room to grow inside. So I'm going to take this original fold that I made. I'm going to lay it on one of my measurement marks. Doesn't matter which one. I just want to go from there 1/4 of an inch out. So I've got it on the 4-inch mark. So I'm going to come to 3 3/4, and I'm going to score down there. Just score down there one more time. All right, and that's going to allow me to fold a nice straight line right next to the one that I already folded. Let me get it in there. And that's going to give me that little gusset. So wherever you choose to put the depth of your accordion or your first fold, then you'll lay it down and you'll go 1/4 of an inch out and make that little gusset. And that's the only time you really need your scoreboard. And if you don't have a scoreboard, you can just use a ruler. Take a ruler and line it up with where you want your mark and just run your scoring tool or the tip of your scissors or a pencil or whatever you have to make that score. All right, so that's going to be the base of our little accordion file or folder, ephemera folder. And we're going to take our book pages now and just start folding. I'm going to cut off these raw edges just so I have a nice, clean piece of paper to work with. I like working with book page. I like how it shows up for me, and I like the ease of having it because I always have books that I've gotten from the thrift stores, and I keep old books around just for this purpose, to have book page for my journals and tags and tucks and all that. I use a lot of book page. And I don't think I'm going to need this anymore, so I'll get this out of the way too. Okay, now this, like I said, is 3 inches wide, so I want my accordions to be a little under 3 inches. So I'm going to take and make my first fold about, maybe 2/3 of the way over. I need to leave enough of a flip to be able to glue it down. So again, I'm not measuring, but I came, to about 1 inch from the edge. And I'm going to measure my 3 inches, and I want to come in so that I can fit inside my accordion. So you can see if I come in about 1 inch, it's going to be a nice fit inside. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to fold it over. Try to get it straight like so. And this ended up being 2.5. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe a bit small, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to go ahead with it. I could have made it a little bit bigger, but we'll just make sure they're all the same size. And this is right under 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to glue this down by putting glue on this page, not this page, because I don't want it to glue to the inside of the book page. I only want the outside of the book page to glue. So I'm just going to put some glue down on that page and bring this flap over. And that will glue it closed, but it won't glue it down. So I'm going to do that 3 times. Again, I'm going to bring this up and fold it, and then bring this over, and I want it to match this one. So it was just under 2.5. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this one. 1, 2.5. If you're using your grid boards on your tables, this is when they come in really handy. You don't even need to bring a ruler out. Okay, let's see if we did it. Yep, that's pretty good. And they don't have to be exact, just close, so they will accordion together. And again, I'm just getting glue on this page and not on this page. Down and seal it. And we'll do it one more time. I think 3 will be fine for the tutorial. And we're going to come up again. I'm not measuring. I'm just getting enough that I'll have something to seal over on. And on this one, I'll bring it up. And again, I'm going to check my board and come up to about the 2.5 mark. Bring it over. Try to get it straight as you can by lining up the top, and the rest should fall into place. Let's see if they match. Yeah, pretty good. I think I'm off a hair on each one, but I don't think it's gonna matter much when it all gets glued together. But we're about to see. Okay. So I've got these 3 pieces, these little pockets, all glued down. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to fold these in half. Just like so. Bring something into the center so that you can fold them down flat. You can use your finger if it fits in there. My little fat fingers. And seal it down. I'm going to do all 3 of them the same way. Let's bring it up. Fold it in half. And use your bone folder and get yourself a good crease. And then do the last one. You could put as many as you want in it. If you put a lot of accordion inserts in there, you might want your gusset to be a little bit bigger. But I think for the 1/4 inch, 3 or 4 folds look really good. Now I can tell already that these are going to be too high, but I'm going to measure them inside my little case. And if I put them into my gusset and I bring this up, I can tell that's way too high. So I'm going to cut off what I'm thinking is about 1 inch on all of those because I want it to be flat against the top. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off of each one of those. Just like so. Appreciate you guys coming on and watching this quick little tutorial on the accordion folder ephemera. They're really quick and easy. You can mass make these and have them on hand to use in journals, especially if you use like vintage papers and things that you can just have and change up the colors as needed. This one's kind of already very colorful, so I want to put it into a journal that kind of matches these colors. But, you know, anything could work. Like this one was blue, so I'd want to put it into something that kind of matches that. I've got my 3 accordions, 1, 2, 3. And now my next step is to run a bead of glue right down the center, and I'm eyeballing the center. Right down the center. I'm using art glitter glue for this because it seals fast, and you want a good fast stick on these. You don't want to have to wait for them to dry. So I'm doing that one, and then down the center of this one, and then down the center of this one. Get them all stuck real good to each other. Okay, make sure they're nice and stuck. And they are, and you can test it by just opening up like so. They're stuck real good together. And then I'm going to put them into my cover right here. Before I do that, I want to do another gusset on the top, and you can see this one has the 1/4 inch on the bottom and the 1/4 inch on top. So I'm going ahead and get my scoreboard back out. I could have done this first, but it's okay. I'm going to come up here, and the top of my folder, if I hold it up with the gusset flat like that, it's 7 inches. So if I mark at the 7-inch mark with my bone folder, score it there, and then score up 1/4 of an inch from that, I should have a good gusset at the top. And I'll take that and then make those 2 folds, the first one and the second one. So it should leave me with a nice flat top that when I put my accordions in, I'll have that nice flat top. So it's just a score at the top of where your book ends, and then a 1/4 inch out, score again, and that'll give you that nice flat top. All right, now take your 3 little accordion inserts and put another line of glue, and again I'm using art glitter glue because it's a fast stick, and I'm just going to attach them to each other. So that's one, and then one more, and there we go. So now they're all 3 attached to each other, and that art glitter sticks fast. This one's much shorter. I think I pulled one up from the side. I might have to cut those off to make it even. You can see that I've mismarked, and that one's shorter than that. So I'm going to cut those off to make a match. You can always fix a miscut as long as it's not too drastic, and this one's just fine. Okay, so they all match, and then they're all glued together side by side. Let's pull them out and see. So that's what you've got so far. Remember, I glued the centers to each other, and then I glued the accordions to each other. Now we're going to put it inside its cover. And you know, if you want to ink these up real pretty, you can ink those, you can ink these, put a coat of ink on those. And then you put them inside your cover. Run a bead of glue down the center on the front, and a bead of glue down the center on the back. So you're always gluing the center line. I've got glue, center, glue, center. I'm going to find my gusset on the bottom and put these in, center it up nice into my folder, and bring my sides up, bring my back up, and give it some pressure. And that should be all she wrote. You know, you can decorate your little cover any way you want, but there's your accordion. And you're going to want to let it dry more, but art glitter glue does dry really fast. And that gusset on the top makes a nice closure. And then what I would do is I would take some Velcro dots and put one on the top, try to get it kind of in the center, and get its mate, and put its mate on it. Whoops, sticks to your finger some. And then bring it down, push it down till it holds, and then you've got your Velcro closure on your little accordion case. So it's not very hard at all. You can back through or rewind this and watch the replay to slow it down if you like, but it's really not hard to do, and it's a cute little piece of ephemera. And you can put as many of these little folds in there as you please. Like I said, if you add a lot, this is 3 and it fills out that gusset nice. If you're going to add 6, you might want to make a 1/2 inch gusset so you have plenty of room. But I'm going to put this inside of a journal, so I don't want it to be awfully fat. And I'm probably going to ink it before I put it in the journal. And I may add like a little snippet or tuck or something to it. If I can find something that matches this, maybe a floral piece or something, I don't know. But it's pretty just the way it is. You could add a ribbon. You could add a little, like a little flat little piece on there. Maybe some, let's see what I got up here. Maybe a piece of sari silk, like so. glue that down and then glue a little bead on top, and you've got a cute little closure on your book. So many things you can do to decorate these up. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick little accordion ephemera, like a matchbook kind of thing. And I think they're cute. So I hope you enjoyed this. I thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, I hope you'll give a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, and a follow if you're watching on Facebook, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Have a great night. Thanks. Bye now.